The Fantasy Footballer Studio is sponsored by Walmart. Welcome to the Fantasy Footballers Podcast with your hosts, Andy Holloway, Jason Moore, and Mike Wright.
Oh, welcome in. It's football time. Yeah. Sounded a little bit like the snap of a whip.
Yeah.
Welcome in Thursday, October 9th. Somehow, October 9th. And we have a great show for you today. Andy, Mike, and Jason, the Fantasy Footballers Podcast. Back with you. Big show. Starts of the week today. The forecast. We'll get into it. All the matchups and news to talk about. And, yeah, it's go time. Week 6. Any upset predictions for the evening?
Nope.
How about the Baltimore Ravens?
I think they're gonna struggle.
Oh, you're not gonna pick them again?
You're not gonna drop a huge
lessons have been learned.
Bankroll on them.
No, I think that they're not gonna have a good time without Lamar Jackson.
No, and Lamar Jackson unlikely to play before the bye week, which seems smart, except the part where you're 1-4. That's the part that makes it very, very complicated. Like the Commanders were without Jaden Daniels for 2 weeks, right?
Yes.
And they managed to grab a win with Mariota in the first one, and they had a nice record. It's much easier that way. But we want to remind you here at the top, check out the website, thefantasyfootballers.com, weekly rankings, our start-sit tool. We get bombarded with questions on Twitter and on Sunday Live, and there is a start-sit tool available. You can plug the players in, and if you are a supporter at jointhefoot.com, just import your team, and it will customize all the scoring settings. It will give you a start-sit decision based on your specific league. We just launched our rest of season rankings as part of our premium tools at jointhefoot.com. We have the ultimate dashboard available with the lineup optimizer. We are beta testing our trade analyzer tool.
It's coming.
So it's not there yet, but you've asked for trade tools for years. Our trade analyzer will be part of, just an additional feature within the Foot Clan. So you can support the show and get access to literally a growing library of premium tools and resources to give you an advantage every week. You can learn all about those because there were a lot that we didn't say at jointhefoot.com because you also get an extra episode every week as well. So we'll be recording the Footcast later this afternoon and dropping it to the community there. It's time for some news.
News and notes from around the league, presented by Progressive Insurance.
Al wants me to thank the Foot Clan, or the Foot Clan to thank me for an extra AC turbine sound in today's show. In the last 6 months, occasionally, I've been menopausal.
It's pretty wild.
Yeah, you got that perimenopause right now, my man.
We had Jason spent most of his career as a human.
Yeah,
is that what they call it? Your life career?
My life career.
Just always hot.
Yeah.
And I guess it was correlated slightly
Carrying a lot of extra weight
with the extra weight because you famously ran through the streets of I think it was Nashville in 40-degree weather, perhaps without a top.
I had the uncontrollable jaw of shivering, where your teeth are clacking because you're
Nashville.
so cold and and you can't stop it no matter what. And Jason's just rolling Cisco.
Oh yeah, he
style.
opened the shirt.
He had the
steam coming off the chest.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
So that was the way it used to be, and Mike and I were normal people, and you ran hot. Now you are the one turning the AC up.
Dude, you're out of control. You
occasionally am running a little warmer. Al, would you agree that
occasionally?
Yeah.
How cold is it back there for you guys?
It's 67.
Okay, not cold enough. All right, into the news. Thursday Night Football. Tyrone Tracy is back. He is in. Darius Slayton is out.
It'll be
How much do you care about the Tracy?
I care about it a little bit. I said this before. I am not going to not start Cam Scatterbo until, if tonight Tracy comes and is 60% of the carries, and all of a sudden Cam Scatterbo ends up with 12 total opportunities, then I'll adjust. I don't expect that to happen, and I'm not going to preempt that happening. Like
what are your odds of being really bummed tonight because of the matchup with Philly's D and the Tracy return for Scatterboo, though? You want to get off to a good start. Do you think that there's a chance you get, sub 8 points?
Yeah, I think there's a chance, but my only hope here is about opportunities. How many times does he touch the ball, and how involved is he in the passing game? Because I think that's really for fantasy purposes on this version of the Giants, where you're not really going after touchdowns. So if you don't have touchdowns, you want the games with 7-8 targets.
He's the better player.
Yeah.
He's the better running back. He's probably the better pass catcher. He's the better blocker.
Oh, the number 2 search on the site right now, start sit tool, is Cam Scatterboo or Bill Krosky-Merritt.
Well, if it was that, I like Bill.
I would go Bill.
I have Bill ahead.
Now I will definitely go Bill. All right, Chris Godwin.
See, Washington's like in on that now.
They are embracing the Bill.
We were here first.
Do you remember when he retweeted?
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
And then he pulled it because he's like, oh, crap. I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, I had like 1 million views in,
who would have been
hours.
You know who would have been the bell cow of Washington sooner had he not deleted that tweet?
Yeah, that was on you, JCM.
Yeah.
All right, Chris Godwin, Mike Evans did not participate in Wednesday practice. Godwin, I had seen it reported as a fibula. So, I mean, maybe that's correlated to the ankle.
Could be.
That was the break.
There was a quote that he came out of the game with soreness. So
he's not been himself yet. It's not
yet
a surprise, but we'll see if he gets there. I've watched so much tape of the Buccaneers Seattle game because it's delightful tape to watch. I mean, on both sides, both teams played so well. They're wearing those sick jerseys.
Yeah,
they were beautiful. Just make those full-time jerseys.
I posted that. Because it's like that generation, I love like most of the jerseys. Then
the creamsicle on the Bucs side, and then I don't know what they call that beautiful blue.
Well, Kelly Green should come back for Philly, and then the blue for Seattle should come back. And we should probably renovate a lot of them. But the response I got,
also grunge music.
Oh, you want grunge music back?
I mean, if we're just talking about like '90s stuff that we want to come back.
Okay, landlines. Here we are. No, but I posted that thinking I would get
Blockbuster Video.
Blockbuster is back, baby. We're opening the first Blockbuster. Most people did not respond that way.
No.
People our age, I guess the Tampa Bay jerseys were like unanimously hated, but now they're beloved. But like that's why they changed.
Brooksy said both of those Bucs wide receivers have not yet been spotted at practice this morning.
It's Ibuka versus the world, baby.
I
mentioned Cade Otton.
Yeah, I was going to say Cade Otton is a good pickup.
I said Ibuka.
Ibuka, who's that?
I don't have the drop in here.
What? Goodness gracious, producers.
Oh, here it is.
Imika Egbegbo.
What?
Someone got that
that
wrong.
Let me try that again.
Imika Egbegbo.
Why did it play 55?
Because I accidentally hit 55.
Okay.
I was trying to find it and hit the wrong button.
Well, we lost ourselves there.
Yeah.
Cade Otton was the mention on the backup options, but if Godwin were to miss, he would be in prime position.
He's far more interesting
to get some touches. Alvin Kamara day-to-day, ankle injury.
This one was the report was it happened on Wednesday. Is what I saw.
Yes, the actual injury.
Yeah, and the day-to-day, this is one of those, well, we need more information, but of course the conspiracies are going to come out of like, oh, is Alvin Kamara hurt right now? Or is Alvin Kamara about to be traded?
Making sure he's not going to get hurt.
Correct. Either way, Kendre Miller should be picked up if he's not in your league. Like he's one of those guys that I think is not rostered enough for the way that he's performing on the field. He's earning more and more play time.
Yep, snap counts have gone up.
And you have that whispering from the bushes that maybe Kamara gets traded.
There's another name being rumored, by the way.
Oh,
in the trade world?
In the trade world at running back.
Let's hear it.
And I'm curious how you react to trade rumors for the players themselves, because I don't know if it can get better for Alvin Kamara leaving, and I don't know if it can get better for this guy leaving.
Yeah, I agree.
It's Breece Hall. Breece Hall trade rumors. He is not under contract for next season.
Right. Yeah, he's a rental.
The team is, I mean, of all the I think he's more likely to be traded than then it's a preemptive strike, right? A team can trade for him and then potentially extend him.
He would cost more, but
he would cost more, but you'd have a younger player. You'd have a future
more is
at
probably
the
like
back.
what? The trading for veterans is insane. It's like Breece Hall, who we love in the fantasy world. If he gets traded, it's probably like, I don't know, a 4-6 swap. Like the cost for these guys is so low.
The teams rumored around Breece Hall: Chargers, Chiefs, Texans.
Man, that would suck if the
Chargers would be
that would be terrible.
That would be devastating for 2 players.
Yeah, exactly. That's like I know.
Unless Hampton's injury was somehow more long term.
Yeah, you'd end up in a worse spot than you had when it was Hampton and Najee.
I don't think it's not amazing to go to the Chiefs. You're going to have a committee situation there.
Yeah, you will.
And the Texans, you're also going to have a committee situation there.
I don't know for sure that you would have a committee situation of the Texans, but you've got an offense that's struggling, a bad offensive line. You know, if Joe Mixon
Chubb
was
is
there,
get work still, and
I think if
Woody
Joe
Marks,
Mixon was healthy, we would never see Chubb. We would never see Woody Marks.
There's rumors about Mixon coming back too.
Yeah.
The ankle making progress was what was reported. Brock Bowers didn't practice on Wednesday. Michael Mayer practiced in full. He should be their starter. Bowers will probably miss another week, but we don't know. We'll see. It's just Wednesday.
Matthew Betts did basically say that this is an injury he's playing through that he can actually aggravate it, make it worse. So he expects a multi-week absence for Brock Bowers.
Amon-Ra St. Brown didn't practice on Wednesday. They play Sunday Night Football. I'm not super worried yet.
Nope.
And Terry McLaurin, it was first reported. Was that the one where the arrow is pointing up?
No, that was Tomlin saying that the arrow pointed up for Jalen Warren.
Oh, I'm sorry. Whatever the arrow was doing for McLaurin, it has flipped to the not looking good category.
Yeah.
Because I thought there was a report by Dan Quinn that he was optimistic
There
about
was.
Terry McLaurin playing. It's a Monday Night Football game. You can basically just cross Terry McLaurin off your list this week because I don't think you've got a great Monday night pivot option for the Commanders at wide receiver that you can pick up, and it's looking like you don't want to play a Monday Night Football game with a guy that might not play.
Yeah, you'll probably what you're saying is Sunday you're going to need to start someone else before you know.
Well, we have 2 Monday night games, right?
Correct.
So I can't recall who the second one is. Let me look it up real quick.
I'm just nervous about McLaurin. I mean, it's not like he was playing well for fantasy. I'd be nervous around him anyways.
So it's Bears Commanders and Bills Falcons.
So I mean, Bears,
you're talking pick up a Keon Coleman,
Luther Burden,
Darnell Mooney, who I think Darnell Mooney was not at practice today.
No, he's not.
So
you could pick up one of the 75 Bears or Bills wide receivers, is what you're saying?
Sure.
Juwan Jennings did not practice, and the team is not counting on Ricky Pearsall. So, I mean, we miss him. He was leading the league in receiving yardage before the injury. Brock Purdy didn't practice on Wednesday with the turf toe, working to get back, but wants to get back at full strength, which maybe Mac Jones gets another opportunity, but he was also limited on Wednesday. But
John Lynch said he should be okay.
I feel like Mac Jones is going to start again.
I think he is, and it's a really good matchup against Tampa Bay right now.
Yeah.
Baker is scoring, and while the Tampa Bay Buccaneers don't have a bad defense, they have been beat. I mean, Darnold had a great game last week, and right now Mac Jones in his 3 starts 2 times has been a top 10 fantasy quarterback. Which
the San Francisco system,
weird.
It gives us fantasy goodness.
Joe Flacco has been announced as the team's starting quarterback. That would be the Bengals' starting quarterback for Week 6. Joe Flacco is famous for being very fast to pick up an offense, play calls, play designs. I think that's what motivated Cincinnati to make the switch to him instead of maybe Jameis Winston or Russell Wilson. It's just Flacco is very quick.
If you brought Jameis in and had him start, you would take the playbook and you would light it on fire.
Yeah.
And you'd say, okay,
just figure it out.
You guys go out and run.
Like Jameis, it's a screen pass to the running back. Screen pass to the running back. Go deep. Got it.
Joe Flacco is as fast at processing offenses as he is slow in an offense physically.
Good luck, Joe.
Yeah, good luck. That was today's news. They don't play the Packers or anything, do they?
No, don't worry about it.
Okay. That was today's news and notes, sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Quote today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and third-party insurers. Not available in all states or situations. Coverage subject to policy terms, limits, and conditions. Let's get into it.
Starts of the week, presented by U.S. Bank.
All right, these are our confidence plays, our confidence picks for the week. Looking for those great matchups and opportunities. Starting at the quarterback position, Mike, kick it off.
My quarterback start of the week, I'm going with Jordan Love. We're going against the Cincinnati Bengals. They're allowing 4.2 points above expectation for quarterbacks. Talking about the Bengals, that's fourth. So as in, it's the fourth best matchup right now for quarterbacks. Josh Jacobs and crew, they're going to get theirs, but I think that they're going to end up throwing. They will still throw and get some points. Jordan Love's averaging 250 and 2, and he's giving you, a tiny little bit of rushing.
I'm starting him over Patrick Mahomes.
Okay.
So I made that call in one of my leagues earlier yesterday, actually. But it's a good matchup. I agree with it. Jason.
I'm going to go with Drake May. Drake May's been playing really, really good football. I know last week he didn't have a good fantasy day, but he was outstanding. You saw this earlier in the year with games like from Dak Prescott, where he was playing great. You watch the film, you're like, he's playing good ball. Now he was the quarterback 29. But if you just know someone's playing good, the touchdowns will come. And then this matchup is fantastic. The Saints have literally only held one of their opponents below their average, and that was Jackson Dart, who doesn't really have an average.
Right.
It's like that. So you can't even say whether he was above or below. You're getting Diggs healthy. You have 3 weeks right now already inside the top 10 for fantasy finishes for Drake May. He's on pace for almost 400 rushing yards. I think he's a really good play in a dome against the Saints.
And I am going to go with the adjusted expectations I now have for Matthew Stafford.
Yeah.
Taking on the Baltimore Ravens. He already has the best wide receiver in football this year in Puka Nacua. We knew how powerful that was. But it's time to just admit the fact that Devontae Adams is a big upgrade over Cooper Kupp and what Cooper Kupp was doing at this juncture of his career. He's got 2+ passing touchdowns in 4 straight games. He's been a top 5 fantasy quarterback in 2 straight weeks. Not something you usually say about Matthew Stafford. And you can't just say, hey, it's just lucky touchdown games, because he's leading the NFL in yardage. So Matthew Stafford is actually cooking right now. So let's not underestimate these two wide receivers and the power that they have in the offense. Oh, and they play the Baltimore defense, who's beat up and forgotten how to play defense. They're giving up 262 yards a game to opposing quarterbacks on average, which is the second worst in the league. Matthew Stafford's a great start.
My running back start of the week, Bill Krosky.
Oh, I like it.
Jason,
I like it. He has not built a new list.
I haven't built a new list. You might have your start of the week. You didn't come in with one. No.
Yeah, I actually expected it from you too, Mike.
Come
what?
on.
You're the guy.
Too
all right.
bad.
Okay. Well, now that all the steam is gone, Bill Krosky takes on Chicago. Last week, we hit a 47% of the offensive snaps, but his workhorse usage in that time was 31%. So 31% of the carries, the targets, ends up with a big breakout, running back 4 on the week, and the arrow is pointed up, as Mike Tomlin would say.
I am so bad.
And this is the Bears team that just gave, like Ashton Jeanty, who could do nothing, plays the Bears. Look who's great.
First of all, very split on the pointing debate on Twitter. A lot of people were totally fine with it. Some people were in your camp. This game is equally exciting and scary for me, for Bill.
Yeah,
I think
sure.
this is the game that solidifies Bill. If he's the start of the week and he's deserving of it, and the snap counts are where they were last week, and he's leading the league in yards per carry, and he has the breakaway runs, and he has a big play.
I think he's the highest graded PFF running back, so his tape is coming back
His
good.
numbers right now, I believe, are similar to Saquon's with half the opportunities. Did you know that?
Yeah.
Like,
He's running at 6.6
so this,
a carry.
to me, this is the game. This is the solidification. This is prime time, right?
Oh, is it?
Monday Night Football, right? So this is your chance. Bill on Monday Night Football, you go out and you show the world that you're a top running back.
Then I will have jokes on Tuesday.
He will. Jason will.
I will have a brand new list.
Jason
that is
will
my
be
promise
prepared.
to you.
You're still researching, aren't you?
No
comment.
No, yeah, DVD.
But to me, it's a season-defining moment for Bill. So
I think so.
If you believe it will happen, I promise you, he's cheaper now than he will be after.
Yeah.
Jason.
All right, my running back start of the week is currently what?
This is outstanding. You guys have my 2 running backs for a league of record.
Breece Hall, current running back for the Jets before he is possibly traded. Denver has a good defense, so you might be scared about that matchup, but you can run on Denver. Amarian Hampton's breakout game was against Denver. Jonathan Taylor was literally the number 1 running back on the week when he played Denver. Last week, Saquon, he only got 6 carries, still had a good fantasy game because of his work in the receiving game, and Brees did not lose receiving work with Justin Fields. 2 games without Braylon Allen. Brees has had 19 opportunities and 20 opportunities with 5 and 6 targets in each of those. So
while being miserable.
Oh,
while being absolutely depressed.
Yeah, he doesn't. I don't think he wants to be there.
No,
I don't think he wants to be there only because I think he thinks that the Jets don't want him to be there. Like, he knows he's not their future. The way that the Jets have treated him is, I think, kind of crappy.
I mean, he's but for fantasy purposes, like you said, it's lined up. I'm going to go with.
Yeah, this is how dare you?
How dare me? Because you should have taken it.
How you got in the dock and you just threw him in?
You didn't even show up on Monday. You had your moment to victory lap.
Dare you?
Rico Suave himself, our guy Rico Dowdle.
He's our guy.
No, what's wild is these are the 3 running backs I had on League of Record to start the week. How did I lose to you last week, Jay?
I'm too good.
Rico Dowdle, revenge game, Dallas. Oh, guess what? Dallas sucks. I mean, the Dallas defense is 28th against the running back position. Chuba's not practicing. He's running with a vengeance. And the thing that's been so strange, like, to broaden the discussion around Rico, we've spent 1.5 years or maybe 2 years now just repeating the fact that Chuba Hubbard is underrated, which means, like, the Carolina ability to run the football under Dave Canales has just worked really well, even though the team has struggled at times. Like, Chuba just always got his, even in these games where they were struggling. Rico's got all of the opportunity this week. I had to trade him.
Rico was a dog.
And it's killing me because I wanted to play him this week. I traded him because it's not going to be a long-term thing for Rico, but he may ruin some Chuba.
Yeah, I think, yeah.
So, all right. We're going to turn the page here, Mike. We got a wide receiver.
At the wide receiver position, I want to shout out Christian Olave, who is just quietly.
Oh, please be right. Please be correct, Mike.
And I mean, he is being classified on the internet as the PPR scam of the year.
Dude,
which
totally,
that's appropriate.
Which is not. Hey, look, sometimes you got to scam the system, and the system rewards you with just getting receptions. And Olave is doing that. Currently, 4 wide receivers in the NFL have seen 30+% of the team's targets. Puka, JSN, Garrett, Chris Olave, who is just soaking up so many targets. They're not as valuable as, obviously, as the JSN.
That's what I've been saying about targets, man. Targets
don't matter.
No, but they are nuanced.
The Patriots have done a bit better against wide receivers over the past 2 weeks, but it's just they're at home. The way that they're playing, I think that Chris Olave is a very solid start. Like, he has 1 touchdown with 244 yards. That is not a normal thing. Like, that is he should have regression and have some touchdowns in his future.
Yeah. Speaking of touchdowns in their future, Teteroa McMillan.
Still waiting for his first one.
He's waiting for his first one, and Dallas is like, come on down, baby, because the Dallas defense sucks, period, full stop. They are the worst of the worst. They are giving up 14.4 points per game above their opponent's average at the wide receiver position, just at the wide receiver position. For context of how outlandish that is, the Rams are the 3rd worst, and they're giving up 4.8 more than their opponent's average.
From 4
to 14.4.
The Ravens number 2, or
yes, they are. Okay, they're around 8 or 9 above replacement. Teteroa is awesome. I mean, period, full stop. He has looked like exactly what they
grammar punctuation going on in this.
Yeah. You always got to say your punctuation.
He's looked exactly like what they hoped when they drafted him. He has been
parenthetical
mossing people. His yardage is there. His targets are there. I mean, he's 5 games into a career. He's already on pace for 145 and 1,200 yards, just no touchdowns. And so you put a great player against a terrible defense, and I'm going to take that every day of the week.
He has been so good! Exclamation point.
Stop.
I
return space indent. Now
are you voice texting?
He's starting
now?
his second paragraph. No, I'm in on this week in the matchup. I don't know where I would put Tet. Like, let's just say it out loud real quick. Rest of season. I guess we have those rankings.
We do.
Where do you see Tet? Because I don't see him as a wide receiver 1.
I don't have him in my top 12, but he's in my top 20 with I'm waiting on this week. I think that this could be a momentum shifting
a big
moment that could shift his season.
I have him right now at 13, one spot behind Cortland Sutton, and
I have him at 13 as well. So
if I
had
had Cortland Sutton,
you trade him for 10?
I would trade him for 10.
Okay.
So I need a flip
flop. Period. Full stop. All right, AJ
hyphen flop.
AJ Brown. You're gonna love to hear this, Jason.
Oh my goodness!
I'm taking AJ Brown and I'm doing it on an island game tonight. Start of the week, AJ Brown.
It's gonna go well because I traded him away.
Guarantee.
Oh, come on, man! Seriously?
Me and Matt already took that one.
Guarantee. Did you really?
Yeah.
Yeah, touchdown guarantee for AJ Brown tonight against the Giants. 30th against the pass.
Like the first one, or
AJ Brown is on pace for 150 targets over his last 4 games. So it's not been an isolated target onslaught. They're passing more in neutral game scripts. Saquon's not been as efficient or effective. It is coming, and it's coming tonight.
All right, my tight end start of the week. Hold on, I gotta.
Oh, you're putting on some.
It's low level, I think.
Steel underpants.
You haven't worn underpants very often.
Well, I got to get more data. Well, first off, the pants have been flying off.
Right. Oh, yeah, you had been no pants store.
Yes.
Underpants, though,
but
steel.
Because I needed more information here, because this is when you start finding matchups. You start finding some nasty boys. Jake Tonjes McBasketball, back-to-back 13-point games with Mac Jones, a 19% target share over that time. The wide receivers, we went over it. They're banged up. Like if Juwan plays, I think he's very interesting. I would like to play him. Kendrick Bourne, a nasty boy you could maybe play. But Tonjes McBee, he's getting it done, and the Bucs have been a plus matchup for tight ends, especially the past 2 weeks.
All right, Jason, you are I feel like one of the themes this year is you've been able to isolate situations that people would hyper-react to as negative and then maybe say, hey, let's just calm down, right? Like the stock's going down and you're like, it's not going to go down forever. Let's just chill out.
That's when you buy.
Don't sell.
Right.
You did it with Ladd McConkey last week, and you're coming back here with dud.
Yep. 2 dud games in a row for Juwan Johnson, and so people are dropping him and moving on, thinking, oh, well, he sucks. The thing is he doesn't suck. He's been on the field. He's on the field for 85 to 90% of the snaps.
Was banged up.
On a fast-paced offense. Rattler is on pace for over 600 passing attempts. This is part of the Olave thing, right? Like Rattler is dropping back and throwing it a bunch. They're not the best targets in the world, but he's throwing it a bunch, and sometimes it goes one way and sometimes it goes another. The last 2 weeks, dud games for Juwan Johnson. But this is a player who, well, I mean, we've already seen he was the tight end 3 and the tight end 4 in 2 different weeks this year, and now he's playing the Patriots, 4th worst against the position. Kamara's a little bit banged up, so those short yardage type of targets. I think Juwan Johnson, is like easily 5 receptions in this game.
If you want to guarantee very few points at the tight end position, what you can do is just play who played well last week.
Yes, exactly.
Because if you just chase it like that, you will always set yourself up for a couple points. Just play the
Tell
touchdown.
That to Jake Tonjes McBasketball.
Dude,
well, yeah.
Well, he's unstoppable.
Yeah, there are some elites, Mike, Hall of Famers. Tucker Kraft's my start of the week at tight end against Cincinnati. Had the big breakout game, got hurt, disappointing-ish.
He feels like he's been gone forever.
Yeah, he's our consensus tight end 1 this week.
Oh, my goodness.
Which I just
Probably
learned.
because he's a dog.
I just learned by looking at the screen.
He's number 1 on my board.
Cincinnati is the worst. It's because Cincinnati is the worst team in the entire NFL against the tight end position. They are dead last. And he plays every down. I think he's got a great shot at a touchdown this week. So that was Starts of the Week presented by U.S. Bank Smartly Signature Visa Card. Visit usbank.com/smartlycard to learn how you can earn cash back on every purchase. The creditor and issuer of this card is U.S. Bank National Association pursuant to a license from Visa USA, Inc. Some restrictions may apply. We'll take a break. We'll get into the matchups. Foot Clan, the season. Look, it's underway, Al. The season is underway. You got those rankings, those sleepers. You got the can't-miss picks. We've got it all laid out on the line. I don't know if you're ready for that, but the best fantasy team out there, we still need a backup because sometimes the starters, they don't show up. We know this. Wouldn't it be great if you could have the same peace of mind everywhere else? With Progressive, you get more than just a policy. You get a playbook full of coverage options that you can count on for your home and for your auto. Want to customize that protection? Not a problem. You can build your coverage just like you build your fantasy team. making sure that you have the right players in every position, and backup when you need it the most. And when life throws an audible like a fumble in the driveway or a hailstorm at home, well, Progressive is there with 24/7 support. Don't get caught without a great backup. Visit Progressive.com to quote today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and third-party insurers, not available in all states or situations. Coverage subject to policy terms, limits, and conditions.
This episode is brought to you by NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV. This season, make sure to subscribe to NFL Sunday Ticket and YouTube TV, where you will get every game, every Sunday, all in one place. NFL Sunday Ticket on YouTube TV gives you everything you need to win Sunday. Watch up to 4 games at once with multi-view, or follow your fantasy team and watch the game on one screen. You can even catch up to live with key plays. Now, get NFL Sunday Ticket month to month and cancel at any time. Go to youtube.com/fantasyfootballers to sign up today. Local and national games on YouTube TV. NFL Sunday Ticket for out-of-market games excludes digital-only games. Base plan required. Renews every month during the 2025 regular season only. Your membership for the following month can be canceled anytime before your renewal date. Terms, restrictions, and embargoes apply. Commercial use excluded. No refunds.
It's time.
Fantasy Forecast, presented by Prize Picks.
We get the Bears, Falcons, Packers, and Steelers back from the bye. Texans and Vikings taking a break this week. Set your alarms. We're playing in London again.
All right.
Why don't they ever do it the other way?
What do you mean?
Like play it in Hawaii?
No. I mean, in London, like, why not? Couldn't you do it later?
I feel like they've done that once, where we had the morning slate, and one of them was a London game. Like, I don't know what the time difference is.
No,
so
I probably sound stupid not knowing the times over there. What time is it when they start in London? Can we get that information? Because we're starting at 6:30 Pacific, right?
Yeah, 6:30.
So I want to know what time it is in London, and then I'm going to
There's no way to find that out.
I'm going to make the proper adjustments to their schedule for them. But it's the Denver Broncos at 3-2 playing the 0-5.
I'm seeing 2:30 p.m. local time.
There's no we can start a primetime game.
Yeah.
You can just start that game at 4:30. Like, that seems really okay.
Start it later.
There's no rules anymore. We just start 2 Monday night games an hour
there's no
apart.
Rules.
Just start it an hour later.
Yeah, now we're talking.
Goodness gracious.
Denver's 3-2. The Jets are 0-5. Denver 7.5-point favorites here in London. Over/under is 43.5. That's not a lot. Gives the Jets just 18 points. The Broncos at 25.5. You know, Bo Nix has been a popular start-sit question this week. Just looking at the players outperforming, like Stafford. Like, Stafford plays Baltimore. Bo Nix plays the Jets in London. Bo Nix has been, what's like the one word to describe? Goodish?
Good-ish.
I mean, he's had a couple of nice weeks, really one super week.
Yeah.
The pass attempts are, they're pretty high up there, on pace for almost 600. So you like that. But the touchdowns, 3 games with 1 touchdown.
That's why it
hasn't turned it over as much.
Good-ish. Stafford or Bo Nix, I'm probably going to go Stafford, but like for my personal league of record team, I have Bo Nix. I have both of these quarterbacks. I have Bo Nix and I have Justin Fields. Justin Fields has, in our scoring format, he has literally been 30-plus points, except for the one awful week against Buffalo, and I will not be playing Justin Fields against the Denver Broncos.
I was really curious which one you were going to say.
I will take the
play
matchup of the Jets, who are 25th against quarterbacks at this moment.
Yeah, the defense of the Jets has not been good, despite the fact that they were supposed to be a good defense, got a defensive-minded head coach. They have given up a lot of fantasy points, and when you look at Bo Nix, like his big bada-boom week that he had, that was against the Cincinnati Bengals. It's like, okay, if you've got a little bit easier of a defense, we just saw him play well but not fantasy great against a tough Philly defense. So, yeah, traveling over to London, playing against an easy defense, I think Bo Nix is a fine start. The question to me is, like, do the passes go to Troy Franklin or Marvin Mims a little bit more? We have seen with certain teams, ironically, with these 2 teams, with Surtain and with Sauce Gardner, where the wide receiver 2s usually are the guys that kind of have to step up
right
in this game. So does that give you a little bit of concern with the Cortland Sutton side?
I think Sutton's too good. Like, and he gets enough targets. He's at 22% target share on the season, so that's not an elite number, but I mean the week 2 was a disaster, but 118, 81, 99, like 99 yards against Philly. They found a way to get him the ball.
I would play Stafford over Fields if I had Stafford. I think the Fields risk is there. He is
It is.
He's 8th in points per game, so he had the injured game, but he's 8th in points per game. Obviously missed that fourth quarter where apparently he does all of his work.
That is correct.
He has some ridiculous stats
Yeah.
about the percentage of his fantasy points in the fourth. But that's part of the terrifying prospect of playing him is you don't get a little bit of garbage time. Something goes wrong, you throw another pick, and you've got a pretty bad game. Jason mentioned the argument for Breece Hall as a start of the week. J.K. Dobbins, you got to keep playing. He scores all the time. And R.J. Harvey, I don't think you have to play at all.
No. The last week was extremely disappointing. You had the 2 weeks ago where it was just the J.K. Dobbins, R.J. Harvey show. Harvey got a bunch of targets, had the nice touchdown at the end of the game, and then the snaps just the floor. The rug got pulled on us for Harvey for last week. So it's until
I don't
we
know.
see multiple games in a row, I don't think you're going to be confident starting Harvey.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's going to be game by game, not just a trend line. I think we want it to be a trend line where it's up and up and up and up. And I believe that the truth is last week they were in a really close game against one of the best teams out there, the Super Bowl champions. They won the game, and against a really tough Philadelphia Eagles team.
It's not the rookie.
Exactly.
It's not the rookie.
That was where it's like we need Dobbins on the field.
And
we need that. In this matchup, it's like let's test out Harvey a little bit.
Yeah, Garrett Wilson, you play him. Mason Taylor, I think, is a start. I think Mason Taylor is in there. 12 targets last week. I don't think it's just chasing 1 week of production either.
No, I'd play him.
He's had a couple
2 weeks in a row.
Yeah, he's had a couple weeks. It does scare me though with just the passing defense. Like
how long will it take you if I say name another pass catcher for that team? Go.
Alan Lazard.
Okay. All right, you didn't say that.
No, it was a question mark at the end of that.
With joy. Evan Ingram has retired, right?
Until you stop looking at him. Then
I guess
he goes
last week
4
he
for
scored
33 with a
finally.
touchdown. Yeah. No, thank you.
Oh, gosh, the Cardinals are playing football.
Yeah.
Arizona.
No, the vibes are dope, bro.
Oh, my gosh.
Hello, fellow kids.
Oh, my gosh. Gannon is the cringiest head coach of all time. So he was asked a question, at a press conference because the
What are
Cardinals
the
have
vibes
lost.
like in the locker room after last week and the close losses?
Yeah. Oh, great. The vibes are dope. Come on, man.
I mean,
I think he went on to
so
say something like,
dude.
we had to start the meeting late because everyone was so happy or something.
It's too dope.
It was too dope to start on time.
Things
Goodness
Jonathan
gracious.
Gannon should never say again.
All things.
Who's the character from Succession that he looks like?
I don't remember, but
Roy,
I've just started. Yeah, it's
Kendall Roy?
Yes, Kendall Roy. I see him a lot, but I'm starting to see Murr more and more.
A combination of Kendall Roy and Murr from Impractical Jokers?
Yeah. And that's
All right,
just like,
enough personal.
Which hey,
This might be a practical joke.
that makes so much sense if they were like, Gannon, what do I got to say, guys?
Yeah.
You got to say it's dope. And he's like, no, guys.
No.
You had to
It's
say
the
it.
punishment. You got to do it. Say it's dope in that locker room. I dare you. You're a grown man. Say it's dope.
Oh, man.
All right. The Cardinals are 2-3. They take on the 4-1 Indianapolis Colts. Colts 7-point home favorites. The over-under is 46.5. And here we go. Kyler Murray didn't practice on Wednesday. We need an update on him. It could be Jacoby Brissett. The quote I saw from Marvin Harrison was kind of funny around Brissett, like something that kind of alluded to, like, I'm excited if he gets that opportunity or something like that. It kind of insinuated he was totally fine with the switch. But
Because Marv doesn't care about anything.
Not
football
Michael
anyways.
Carter, regardless of the starter at quarterback, what do you do with Michael Carter? You play him,
Yeah,
right?
Michael Carter, the volume is there. The matchup is subpar here. It's on the road against a very good Colts team who they are 7th right now against fantasy running backs. But in this running back economy, that you got to take that volume.
The really nice thing, and obviously a quarterback change could affect this, but I would expect it to maybe even affect it more positively than negatively. But last week we saw Michael Carter with 5 targets. And so in a game when you're going to be down, that is you
23 opportunities.
You
for Michael
really
Carter.
want to make sure that you've got the pass catching back, which at least last week gives us some indication that it would be Michael Carter.
Despite the vibes being dope, does DeMarcado receive any?
Yes, he'll get work. No punishment.
No punishment.
No punishment?
Gannon
punishment.
already came out and said there's no punishment for him.
Yeah.
No, I don't think he punishes him at all. I think he overcompensates.
Yeah,
Oh
that's my
gosh.
worry.
If DeMarcado had more catches than Michael Carter, it would not shock me. By the way, Marvin Harrison,
Dope.
league or his season high 98 yards last week. But I guess he's a player you play and you just hope it works out.
Yeah. Let's go to the Michael Pittman whisperer, Jason.
Yeah,
Is he in this week?
I think he is a fine flex option. He's someone that you just need to look at what other options you have available. The Cardinals' passing defense has been actually pretty good.
Number one rated corner in the league is Will Johnson.
Pittman has scored in 4 or 5 weeks.
Yeah, Will Johnson has been really, really good. So I expect Will Johnson. I don't think he's shadowing, but the primary receiver he'll be on more than anyone will be Michael Pittman. So I expect Michael Pittman to have an average to subpar game, but
All right.
Obviously Jonathan Taylor, the running back 1 on the season, the running back 1 in our hearts, the running back 1 on our redraft yesterday against the Cardinals, who aren't fantastic at stopping the run at home, favored by a touchdown. You're good. I think the biggest question mark in this game is Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones has been pretty good.
He seems like a start to me.
Okay.
Tyler Warren is as well. And then Josh Downs did have his best game of the year last week. 8 targets for Josh Downs, 6 catches, PPR leagues. You can monitor it.
Yeah, it sounds like Alec Pierce will be back. So I wonder.
He doesn't bother me with Josh Downs, though.
Yeah, that's more of an Adonai Mitchell.
Yeah. Or at this point, it's oh gosh, who took over for Adonai Mitchell last week? Whose name is completely escaping me. You guys have it over there?
Let me pull up the depth chart because it's not.
Oh my gosh, why can I not pull his name out of my head?
Eugene Levy.
No, it's not Eugene Levy. You can keep trying.
Anthony. Oh no. Ashton Doolin.
Thank
there
you,
it is.
Doolin.
Ashton
I knew I
Doolin.
wasn't going to find it. Josh Downs is out there on the field all the time, and he had been a little banged up coming into the season. So we'll see. We'll see if he gets more snaps.
I mean, yeah, it's 50%.
He's always
of the snaps.
50, 60%,
He's the
yeah.
slot wide receiver, and if you have your good number 2 back, I don't know if they're gonna want to have more slot snaps or not.
Chargers are 3-2. They take on the Miami Dolphins, who are 1-4. Vegas line here: Chargers -4.5. Over under is 44.5. Okay.
Oh yes. Oh yeah.
Andy's almost upset of the week.
I didn't want to say
I
it,
get
but
it.
I was thinking it.
I got bad
Were
news
you?
for you, Andy.
Yes.
I got bad news
Oh,
for
you
you.
agree?
I agree.
Yeah, that can be bad. That's bad news for me.
Usually when I'm shocked, you do better, but
It only happens when you get to the line. The line is what it is, and it hits you, and this is one of them.
Yeah, I
The
get it.
Dolphins are at home. The Chargers are reeling. Their running game, who knows if they have one this week.
their
they can't
offensive
block.
line is trashed right
Yeah, the
now,
line is a
and
big
the
problem.
Dolphins have added their best weapon to the roster that wasn't there to start the year, which is Darren Waller.
Yeah, I just think this game's going to be at a minimum very, very close. And that's a pretty heavy road favorite there at 4.5. The Chargers offense, you mentioned it, the offensive line's allowed the 3rd most pressures in the entire league. We'll see if the Dolphins, who don't normally get a lot of pressure on the quarterback, can do that. But Justin Herbert, he's not top 20 fantasy points since week 1. I'd play Stafford over Herbert. I'd play Fields over Herbert.
Oh, I wouldn't go that.
I don't
Fields
blame you.
It's a lot easier for Fields to pick up the points.
I would
just with the legs.
My counter argument here is that Justin Herbert has been running a ton, and in this game, they're not going to have success
And why
running
isn't he not topping 20 fantasy points, Jason?
because they've had a great running game with Amari and Hampton, Najee before he went down. There's been a lot of rushing touchdowns since Hampton's breakout. I don't expect those to be coming.
Dude, 60 rushing yards, and last week for Justin Herbert,
and 14 fantasy
who was
points.
the quarterback 20.
Well, he's turning the ball over. I mean, that is happening every week right now. He's had 4 picks in the last 3 games. I just don't really want to play Herbert on the road with the offensive line and the running game that it is right now.
Still good with the wideouts, though?
look, you really need to monitor the hamstring injury for Quentin Johnston. So that started getting flagged yesterday. He was limited in practice, couldn't practice in full, which is another way of saying limited. I wonder how many ways I could have said that. He didn't play the whole practice.
He partially practiced.
Played some of the practice. But Ladd McConkey last week, McConkey ended up getting back into the end zone. He was 5 for 39, though. I would have loved to have not, that's not great. His yardage the last 4 weeks, 48, 41, 11, and 39. The touchdown saved his week last week. Otherwise, he was going to be in the same boat he's been in. I feel okay with Keenan. Quentin Johnston, if he's healthy, Ladd McConkey in a pinch.
It's so tough here with the running game because this is a great matchup.
If you want had Hampton, to play, you would be drooling.
Yeah, exactly. You want to play running backs against Miami. We don't know for sure whether it's Haskins or Vidal.
Did you see the Harbaugh quote? I tweeted it out. I
think I did see it. But
Jim Harbaugh quote: "They both played well in the game, and I think their time to shine."
Yes.
Thank you, Jim.
That's the wait. I think their time to shine.
They both played well in the game, and I think their time to shine. I don't have.
It's in there.
No.
Period stop. Is there a period stop at the end?
There is a comma. I mean, I don't know.
You didn't say the comma when you were reading.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I couldn't follow.
I didn't hear the quote. I just read it from a beat reporter.
I like Vidal more.
You like Vidal more.
I do.
I like Haskins more, but I understand. I'm not by any means bullish.
I like neither a lot.
Yeah, but like Kareem Hunt, who's
I'd play him over these guys
against Detroit.
Yep,
I'd call my shot on a Chargers guy.
That's fine.
This is why it was tough. Where we said if you spend a lot of money on Fab, you're going to feel really committed to starting him, and you might need that first week this week to figure out how the depth chart breaks down here, and neither guy is really good, and they're playing behind a banged-up offensive line. So,
Devon Achane is a lock.
Yeah.
Waddle is a lock. Waller is a lock.
Yeah,
Miami's
I love
easy.
teams like that. It's like, just check out. Oh, do we want to play with Malik Washington? No, we don't. Oh, what about Ollie Gordon? Shut up. Just put the 3 guys in all your lineups, and you'll be fine.
I didn't fully see what happened there with Malik Washington. How does a man with a long reception of 8 yards on the day end up 4 for 0?
You run backwards.
Screen game garbage.
Yeah. So I rewatched every snap of the Dolphins offense, and Malik Washington, he's very, very fast. He will end up getting some screened open long touchdown probably a few times this year, but outside of those individual plays, he's not a very good wide receiver. He's not developed enough.
You're talking about Malik?
Yeah.
Malik would have been interesting if Waller didn't emerge.
Yeah, I agree with that.
They would have had to integrate him.
Yeah, they would need someone, but Waller looks like their best weapon right now.
All right, we'll take a break and jump into more matchups.
Lowe's knows Sundays are for football, so tackle your home improvement projects by Saturday and earn your Sunday with great deals on Cobalt power tools, Pit Boss grills, LG appliances, and more. Then, once your to-do list is done, get ready to kick back, relax, and enjoy the game. Shop in-store or online now and earn your Sunday with help from Lowe's, official partner of the NFL. With the U.S. Bank Smartly Visa Signature Card, you earn an unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. That's right, every purchase. 2% cash back at restaurants, 2% cash backs at the gym, which you'll need to burn off those restaurant calories. Groceries? Yep, you'll earn 2% cash back on those too. New tires, new outfits, New York City getaway, all earn 2% cash back. Noticing a trend? So whether you're splurging on concert tickets, fueling up for your commute, or shopping for that perfect birthday gift for the bestie, you'll be earning unlimited 2% cash back on every purchase. Visit usbank.com/smartlycard to learn more. The creditor and issuer of this card is U.S. Bank National Association, pursuant to a license from Visa USA Incorporated. Some restrictions may apply.
All right, the New England Patriots, fresh off the big victory last week against the Bills. They're 3-2. They go to New Orleans to take on the Saints, who are 1-4. Vegas line New England -3.5. The over/under is 45.5. I will say this. There are bad teams in football, and the Saints are one of them. But they play harder than the other bad teams.
Yeah,
they
do.
They really do. They like Spencer Rattler.
They seem like they're having fun,
He
too.
gives it a college try. Every single time he's out there, they try hard. They play well for their coach. They make games, even if they lose them, they've been close. They were close against Arizona. They were close against San Francisco. They were close against Buffalo.
And they're more fun to watch, which maybe that's not relevant for NFL purposes, but for fantasy purposes, the pace of play that Kellen Moore has always instituted is fast. You get more plays in, you get more points scored. That's why we've got Olave and Juwan Johnson in this kind of mediocre matchup from a bad team where you're like, yeah, you can start these guys because they're going to drop back and throw it a lot.
Yeah, no, it's true, and they won last week, going for the winning streak.
What do you do with Alvin Kamara this week?
I think you play him if he plays.
Really?
Personally, yeah.
I mean, the
Patriots defense is great against the run, but
Kendre Miller's
he's both. He's a receiver and a runner, and
Kendre snaps are going up. He freaks me out.
We saw the injury last week. Like if you were watching that game and you watched it, Kamara, it happened in the game, like the injury that I saw. So that's why you mentioned the Wednesday one.
Right.
If it's the same injury, he definitely got banged up in the game because he limped off the field. I don't know if that's why.
Well, and he was playing 70-80% of the snaps all year, and then this last week he played 56% of the snaps. I'm sure it was
I'm
because
with Jason
of that.
on the I would start him for sure if he was active, but not with a high ceiling.
He scares me.
Everybody on the Saints offense their ceiling is been limited. Like Olave's a player you can play, but it's PPRs.
His ceiling is 15 points.
Yeah, and it's the same with Kamara. Really, is he's been kind of capped. They're not, they're trying hard. That's all I'm saying. Juwan Johnson's your start of the week. I'm not going to say that that's an easy start.
No,
that's a very hard thing to do after a couple of down weeks.
He's a lower in start to me, but like,
is it 2 down weeks or 3?
2.
I've got him ahead of Njoku, who just had a good game, ahead of Mason Taylor, who's getting targets.
Oh, really?
Okay, that's kind of where I would slot him in. He's still not a high end start. He's my tight end 10 right now on the week, so 9 other guys I'd play ahead of him. But yeah, I think he's going to get 5 receptions.
Drake May on the other side, your start of the week at quarterback. Jason, I am going to say something here on the show that I'm not proud of.
Oh,
we've been together a long time, the Foot Clan, the producers, everybody here. I'm not proud of this, but I actively and intentionally, I'm not going to blame ignorance here. I went out and I did it on purpose. I traded for Ramondre Stevenson. I traded for the fumbler, the great fumbler. And I did it because I think that his role is going to be extremely secure rest of season. I do not think I was never a Travion Henderson truther.
Right.
When it came to the collegiate tape and where he was going to go in the draft and whether I thought he was a 3-down back. I fully respect the talent, the big playability. He's electric. I love the dude. But I am convinced that this team is hyper committed to Ramondre Stevenson, enough so to where I went and tried to get him. Mike Vrabel had an interview yesterday.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Did you watch that? Yeah, where he's talking about the fact that it wasn't showmanship. He wasn't trying to give you a line about forgiving a guy that made a mistake. He basically was just saying like if I thought Ramondre wasn't trying to improve in this area of his game and get better, and then it would be one thing. But he's like, this is not just Ramondre's fault. This is there's guys standing around that weren't blocking players. He was talking about the fact that basically this is a non-issue right now for this team. And you can see it because he fumbled in the beginning of last week, which was his 3rd fumble, and they immediately get him back in there for 2 red zone opportunities. To me, this is a great matchup for Ramondre Stevenson against the Saints, and I think he's going to be the better player in this game.
I think he's going to be, a top 24 back rest of season. He'll get enough work. He is still involved in the passing game. He is involved near the goal line when he gets there. I think Travion Henderson will get more and more workload. Obviously, with Antonio Gibson going down, these 2 guys are going to split, so it's kind of the arrow is pointed up on both. But Ramondre, I agree with you. He's secure. People kind of wanted to laugh about him, wanted to just punt him off a bridge. But the Patriots don't, and aren't going to. And the thing is his contract that he has. Like, he is a massive part of this franchise for at least the next 2 years. He's got him, he is this year. Next year, they couldn't cut him unless they wanted to take on an $8 million dead cap, and there's no reason to cut him because he's a valuable player for them. So this is not someone that is not part of their plans.
What's interesting is they are passing to the running back position extremely well in New England this year. Ramondre has caught 13 of 14 targets. Trayvon's caught 15 of 16 targets. So both of those guys in the 90th percentile, which is, that's that Rashad White from a couple years ago number. They are throwing it to both players, and they're doing it well. Henderson is still on that R.J. Harvey watch it situation, maybe a spot start, Mike.
I'm not going to disagree with any of the Stevenson stuff.
What are you doing with Ramondre this week in terms of the start sit? His highest finish this year, he was at 26 in week 4.
I mean, he was the name I was going to bring up for Kamara. Was like,
oh, really? I couldn't get there.
They're very, very close in my rankings. I don't disagree. We're only what 5 weeks in.
Yep.
It reminds me of to a degree, not apples to apples, but when Jahmyr Gibbs started, and we were all so frustrated at the Detroit Lions of how do you spend that draft capital on a running back, and then you're not utilizing him a lot. You're splitting him, and then Austin Eckler had a video there where he came out and he's like, I watched Gibbs. He's like, there's things that he's doing wrong because he's still new to the NFL, and we want these guys as just ready, game day ready, and they're kids coming from college and they're making a big transition into a professional game. So to me it just says Henderson's not where he needs to be. And until he gets there, Ramondre will be disgustingly playable for fantasy football.
That's the whole feeling right there. No one's rooting for Ramondre, and they're rooting for Travion Henderson.
Yeah,
that's true.
But Travion has not been some incredible runner so far, even if he's making mistakes in the pass protection. That hasn't happened.
Well, and
it's hard for a 200-pound running back to be the guy.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen very often.
I don't know if he will take over at this point now with what we've seen, but we saw, his highest snap share of the season of his young career, 50% last week, 9 opportunities. So he is playable as a double flex.
And 5 weeks into any of these rookie careers, that you haven't seen it yet. Like it's still coming. Just like you said, 43% of the snaps were the first month of Jahmyr Gibbs' career.
It's a good argument, but it's also there's players like Quentin Johnston or Quinshon Judkins.
You want them to break out immediately.
Oh yeah.
Well, I mean, you just see it instantaneously. Is all I'm
sure.
saying. So it's a tough balance. Where do you think he gets to this year, Jay? You think at any point this year you're going to want to start Travion over Ramondre?
I think there will be a point in this season where they are both getting enough work where the explosive plays will be on the Henderson side.
Hunter Henry, I feel very comfortable still playing him because he's out there a lot.
It has been different. It's been
with
different
Diggs'
since
emergence.
Stephon Diggs was all of a sudden healed. Was it Stephon?
fair.
What's that all about? After I dropped you,
it takes time. Yeah.
Yeah, but
would you play Henry or no?
I'm okay with it, but Stephon Diggs he is taking all the targets.
Henry
now.
or Juwan Johnson?
Weird.
I'd play. I think that Juwan is a safer guy to get you like 6 to 7, but where Henry can be 10+ or 0.
Cleveland's 1-4. They take on the Pittsburgh Steelers at 3-1 in Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh off the bye, so you got 2 weeks of resting and preparation for Mike Tomlin in Pittsburgh at home. A defense that has been sacking the living crap out of the opposing quarterback the last couple of games.
Dylan Gabriel,
Dylan Gabriel,
down.
You are now the next man up. I think quarterback 41 for the Browns in the last handful of years. Yeah. It's going to go how we expect. Pittsburgh -5.5. The over/under is 37.5. Cleveland's a great defense. You want to respect that. I would think that if Cleveland's defense wasn't what it was, Pittsburgh would be favored by a lot more than 5.5. Can they slow down, Aaron Rodgers enough to make this a close game? It's possible. It definitely is.
I think they can. Their defense is great, and I don't look at the Pittsburgh Steelers offense as something anywhere near unstoppable. So
No,
yeah,
it could be close.
I think that if the Browns win, it'll be from a sack fumble return and in a game that doesn't hit 25 total points in the game.
Yeah, the over-under is 37.5, if I didn't say that.
You did.
Oh, blarf.
That's 16 points for Cleveland, 21 for Pittsburgh, who will get Jalen Warren back.
Mm-hmm.
Full practice for Warren. The Kenneth Gainwell experience, while brief, was amazing. But Jalen Warren's back in there. DK Metcalf, I haven't been happy with the target totals yet. I don't know if I'm going to be.
I'm surprised by him,
it's
too.
so strange. So DK Metcalf
Feels a little bit like Marv.
is at a 21% target share. You sent picks and gave him the bag, and you're giving him 21% of the targets. That's unacceptable football management.
It's unacceptable and yet completely in line with Arthur Smith and the willingness to use backs and tight ends. They have 2 valuable tight ends. They have 2 pass-catching running backs. And it's Arthur Smith, man.
Sure.
It's gross.
Are you playing Jalen Warren, who looked really, really good, but he's coming off of an injury? Let's just assume he plays. He was a full participant on Wednesday, and he is the actual one that had the arrow pointed up.
Right.
So if he's starting, and he was so good beforehand, but you're playing against the Cleveland Browns, who are completely shutting down any running back they face.
Well, Jalen Warren had 24 opportunities before he got hurt.
Right.
Jason, we talked about Scadaboo's touches. Tyrone Tracy, Kenny Gainwell, which of those 2 would you play? Jalen Warren in this matchup against the Cleveland defense while he's at home, or tonight Scadaboo?
Man, that's really tough. I lean the Scadaboo side simply because while we saw a lot of opportunities for Jalen Warren, I don't know if after the game we saw from Kenneth Gainwell, mixed with Jalen Warren coming off of an injury, I don't expect him to just be that dude that he was a couple weeks ago.
80% snaps.
Exactly. I don't think that's going to happen this game against the Browns.
I probably agree with you on that one.
Is there any pass catcher you can start from the Browns?
You can dart throw the tight ends.
Yeah.
Sure.
It's an area where the Steelers are struggling.
Gabriel did
sign
well.
the terms of service if you're going to play them.
Yeah.
You know what you're signing up for.
Yeah.
Is there refunds?
No.
No
No.
refunds. No refunds. It's pretty much a scratcher. But yeah, I mean, last week targeting the tight ends,
But you
Gabriel
could
was
scratch it, and then a fist just comes through and punches you in the face.
Gabriel was 10 of 13 for 80 yards and 2 touchdowns, targeting the tight ends. So it's a position that at least we know he likes.
Yeah, that was against Minnesota last week. Judkins is the one that you auto start.
Yeah, you do.
It always works out for you with Judkins. He's just really, really good.
Yeah.
You watch him play.
He's an manimal.
It took like 2 snaps. That's the wild thing. 2 snaps for you to know that Judkins was way better than everything that they had.
Do you guys remember Dylan Sampson?
No, I don't.
Neither do the Browns.
Dallas is 2-2-1, taking on the Carolina Panthers, who are now 2-3. The Vegas line, Dallas on the road, -3 over under 49.5. I like that.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
I like that. Dak, yep, you play him. George Pickens,
Mm-hmm.
absolutely. Jake Ferguson, the #1 tight end in fantasy, yep. And
Against the 31st ranked team against fantasy tight ends?
yeah, he can't be a start of the week because he's just like you always got to play him now. But Dak, Javonte, Pickens, Ferguson, sign out.
Yeah. Well, and then it's what do you do?
Okay, hold up. So do you realize? I just want to point this out. Right now in the season, Dak is the quarterback 3. Right now in the season, Javonte Williams is the running back 4.
Yeah, okay.
Right now, George Pickens is
5.
the wide receiver 5.
Yes.
And Jawan is the tight end 1.
Jake Ferguson.
Jake Ferguson is the tight end 1. Like their top 5
At
in
every
all
position.
4 positions.
Beautiful.
And let's give us
That's because their defense
give
is so
a round
bad.
of applause to the defense.
Yeah.
Everybody. Can we get that?
Oh yeah. The Cowboys even Micah
Jerry
Parsons.
Jones.
Get out of here.
Jones.
Yes.
Jerry Jones.
I love this
Everyone give a
defense.
thumbs up to Jerry Jones.
Whoa, careful.
Whoa.
Careful.
Is this
No,
my thumb?
Look, I've given
Mike?
I've given thumbs up to people. It's a confusing thing to do.
It's hard to know which
And then you want to
digit.
point right
Yeah. Yep.
$250,000.
Is that my middle finger or is that my thumb? I don't know. I'm too old.
But I'm a general manager.
yeah, but also I can make really, really good decisions.
Well, Bryce was your stream of the week. This week, Carolina, they are at home. They've had stretches where they've looked okay, stretches where they've looked real bad. But you've got starts of the week throughout this game. Rico Dowdle, Ted McMillan brought them both up. I don't think you go anywhere else. I mean,
No.
last week there were some whispers maybe Tommy Trimble does something. He was Tommy Terrible. It was not good. He had one catch, so you don't do that. And
Xavier Legette, I got a bunch of tweets because he had a
nice catch.
It was a nice catch on a touchdown. Very, very good. 24-yard touchdown.
Is that his only catch of the week?
No, he had one other one for 7 yards.
Okay.
So this is, I mean, I still hope the man develops into something. It's just he won't.
And there you go. There's that matchup. Seattle's 3-2 taking on Jacksonville. This seems like a fun game. 47.5 point over under. Jacksonville -1.5 at home. Both teams implied point totals 23, 24.5. Sam Darnold right now leading the NFL,
dude,
in yards per attempt.
What
He
a
looks
story
good, too.
Yeah, he looks great, and JSN looks like his Puka Nacua. You know what I mean? It's his go-to.
Yeah.
Can count on him at every turn. You have explosive play potential in Torrey Horton every week. You've got Cooper Kupp there to be your solid veteran receiver. Barner and Arroyo, weapons in the passing game. It's looked very coherent. I mean, they are, a Baker Mayfield game-winning drive, which every team seems to be one of those away from a win. But they could be 4-1 right now, playing great on the offensive side, a good defense, very impressive altogether. And then Jacksonville, you can't say enough about their defense and how they've played. And while not always looking perfect on offense, still winning ball games, 4-1.
These are two
at
fun
home.
teams. These are two really, really fun teams. Jacksonville's favored by 1.5, and
I think
love
Seattle's been bet a lot.
Yeah, I think I love that for Seattle. This is a fun game. Travis Etienne has looked very good. Bashal Tootin has taken a step or two backwards, and he is.
He didn't get his toot.
No, he didn't.
Are we done?
He needs to eat some more beans. But yeah, I mean, you can confidently start Etienne. I think rest of season, he looks like he is established. They got rid of Tank,
sure,
and we thought it was going to be a 50-50 time split with Etienne and Tootin.
Are you going to jump in with Travis Hunter with the Brenton Strange injury and the words of optimism that he will receive more work?
No, he's an extremely talented wide receiver and athlete, and I'm fine if you need a dart throw. I put him in my lineup last week, and
he's in
it
my
worked out
prize
okay.
picks tomorrow.
Oh, there you go. But
I'll tease it.
But it really is, to me, it's a dart throw.
Okay.
I don't think he is
Josh Downs,
yet involved
Travis
enough.
Hunter.
I would go Josh Downs.
Ooh, I think I'd go Hunter.
I'm feeling all right about Hunter in this one.
What about A.J. Barner, who quietly has been in the top 10 3 of 5 weeks?
Are all those touchdowns?
Not last week. 7 for 53 with 2 of them.
With 2 okay, so
but 7 for 53.
Sure.
With
I'm
good
just saying
snaps.
all of the weeks where he had a good fantasy output, he had touchdowns.
Yes,
that
is
correct.
absolutely
Okay.
true. Yeah. He's in that Cade Otton category.
Just keep an eye on him.
With
See,
Barner.
I feel like I would rather play someone that I'm confident in the targets like Cade Otton and not necessarily requiring the touchdown. But I'm definitely keeping an eye on him, and he's a young tight end who is looking good.
There's officially too many tight ends in this weird category.
Mm-hmm.
There really are. Because you can make a kind of little case for almost every single team's tight end, and it's none of them make you feel very good unless you have a big guy. Etienne, you talked about. Brian Thomas, though, 5 receptions in just 1 of the 5 games. So the reception totals haven't been there. To me, he is still a trade for candidate. I'm going to keep him in that category. I hope some teams are getting impatient and will trade him.
He is definitely as he falls off a lot of people's trade for target lists. That is when he becomes actually available. If you want to trade for him, it's been a rough ride.
It has.
He's looked okay.
He finally hit 10 points.
Yeah, he did finally hit 10 points, but 80 yards. I agree with you, Andy. I would go after him.
And Britton Strange is on IR, so we don't have that option anymore. The Rams are 3-2. They take on the Baltimore Ravens, who are failing each and every week right now. They've been the wildest story of football because it just seemed automatic. Like they just win. That's just what they do. The Rams favored those 7.5-point road favorites. Over unders 44.5. Lamar Jackson unlikely to play. So we can kind of blitz this game.
The Ravens are wild because the Rams are number 2 against fantasy running backs right now. Derrick Henry in games that Baltimore does not lead or win is pretty much a disaster. Like Derrick Henry.
So are you making a start-sit decision with him this week?
You are. Yeah, he is not a must-start.
Ramondre Stevenson or Derrick Henry.
I mean, that
That one, I have enough self-respect to play him.
Okay.
But, like,
Travion Henderson or Derrick Henry?
I think I might go Henderson.
Cam Scattaboo or Derrick Henry.
I think I'd play Scattaboo.
Oh, my gosh. Michael Carter or Derrick Henry?
Michael Carter, I think.
How low can your voice get?
Real low.
Zay Flowers has been limited with a shoulder injury. Do you have any pass catching confidence without Lamar there, Mike?
No, I was fine with Cooper Rush. Yeah, that was clearly not great. Zay Flowers ended up okay by the end of that game, but the injury combined with who is the quarterback, Zay Flowers
Stay away.
He's a scary player.
There's a world where you just don't want to play any Raven this week.
Yeah,
Yes.
I mean, if
Yes.
I were to play a Raven, it would be Zay Flowers. As far as like,
I agree with that.
I think
Of the pass catchers?
I would
Or do you
say
mean even with Henry?
I'm saying he would cycle in among wide receivers higher than Derrick Henry would cycle in among.
What if you had a flex spot and you had to start one of the two?
I would feel more confident in Zay Flowers.
Oh.
I expect the Rams to be up. I think that the Ravens are going to have to throw the ball.
I'm gonna stick on the slightly more optimistic around Henry side of things. He still managed to get into the end zone last week in spite of a awful game. They'll give him the touches, so I'm going to just lean on that. Stafford's my start of the week for the Rams. You play Kyron, you play Puka, you play Devontae Adams.
Yep.
This is an easy one.
Yes, sir.
There aren't question marks there. I will say this, Tyler Higbee didn't practice, been banged up. Ferguson, I think, got into the end zone last week. Just keep an eye on him. Terrence Ferguson is a prospect tight end, a draft pick that we really liked the film on. The team actively went out and really looked at him as a future pass-catching tight end. I'm not saying to do it. I'm just saying deeper leagues, dynasty leagues, make sure he's not sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
He had a sick catch last week. That was Fantasy Forecast presented by Prize Picks. Join millions of users and sign up for America's #1 fantasy sports app. Use the code FOOTBALLERS and get $50 in lineups when you play $5. More matchups on tomorrow's show, and the fantasy face-off with the Wheel of Shame. We'll spin it again. I won't.
Yeah,
No. Yeah, there's the
yeah.
troll. And stick with us through Sunday Live. Mike will be with you over on YouTube, so you can check that out, youtube.com/thefantasyfootballers.
Goodbye. Enjoy the football.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Fantasy Footballers Podcast. Join our fantasy football community on jointhefoot.com and follow us on Twitter @TheFFBallers.